Alrighty, guys. Welcome. I'm just gonna say it early on.
Oh, turn your volume down.
I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah. Today is iffy. There's still that wave of precip that I highlighted on my community post that we made a little bit ago. It's still moving in. There are a few little pop-up showers. What we're betting on is the fact that with all this tropical moisture, the rain rates are a lot higher, and with this consistent light precip that we've been sitting in all day, that something will come about from it. If nothing materializes, we'll own up to that. We'll be like, we tried. We'll call it good, and we'll go get set up for tomorrow, because tomorrow looks to be a very early start for us.
Very early in the morning.
We're talking possibly going live as early as 2 or 3 a.m. and then being out all day, which we're willing to do given how rare of a setup this is. But at the same time, I made this event this morning. I didn't want to leave people hanging and just not stream. So at the very least, if this doesn't pan out, we'll start heading to our target area for tonight. We'll go over all the details that we need to go over on our way up there. Again, I'll change the title. Make sure I'm not claiming to be doing anything I'm not trying to do. With this being a larger scale event, I feel very self-conscious about everything that I'm doing out here. Not self-conscious, but aware of what we're doing, and I don't want to accidentally spread false info or anything like that. So I'm just trying to make sure we play our cards right in that sense, as well as in the sense of actually capturing what we need to capture tomorrow. So, but we've had a lot of local people come up to us, ask us about what's going on for tomorrow. We're in Yuma, as you guys can see in that bottom left there. Yuma is under the 2% tornado, and I believe they're in a moderate risk for flash flooding, right?
They're close.
They're close to the high.
No, I think they're in the slight.
Oh, really? Okay. Well,
And they're close to the moderate.
okay. Either way, I mean,
by like a hair. It's close. It's probably the AZ Cali border.
yeah. 2.5 hours, Charm. But the area where these little showers seem to be popping up, if they hold, is on the way. But this is pretty much what we've had all day. This is the reason why you guys have been waiting for so long. It's just been light rain all day long. This is setting the stage for already pre-soaked ground for when the really heavy stuff comes in tomorrow. I know there was some morning convection that came in, and it caused some flash flooding. Saw a couple videos about that earlier on Twitter and such. So it did happen, and I guess that moderate risk does cover all the way till 5 a.m. tomorrow, which is probably really what it's for. Now that we realized that kind of too late. Regional flood near San Diego. You're talking about the Ocotillo flood. I know which one that was. Yeah, they got like 3 to 4 inches of rain up there in those mountains back there.
And they're still, I mean, well, that was radar estimated. You guys know that with tropical systems, these radars don't always estimate the right amount of rain.
That's true. I mean,
I was surprised to see how much water was still flowing, given the fact that this is several hours later.
Yeah.
Not just like 3 or 4, like 10.
Yeah, 10 hours later, I think. 10 or 11 hours later. So, I mean, that was able to happen today just off of a couple, in reference to what's supposed to happen tomorrow, just a couple of fairly small storms in relative comparison. So that goes to show how much worse tomorrow could be. But again, we're going to try to see if we can find our own flash flooding this evening on our way up to our target area tomorrow. If we don't, we'll just make this stream about going over the details, everything you need to be doing to prepare, everything you need to know about what is forecasted to happen. And then we'll get to bed early and we'll get an early start for tomorrow. But I didn't want to completely write today off, especially with you guys having been waiting so patiently all day. I did feel bad. No tornadoes.
You guys want? Well, I mean, there's a better chance that tomorrow, you guys, with the actual center of Hilary coming in. We actually we do have a rare 2% down here that I could get upgraded to a 5. Could, not gonna say will. It could if there's a little bit of destabilization, but we'll see about that. Storm relative helicities at the 0 to 1 kilometer, the lower levels are pretty high. They're over 300 meters per second squared, which is quite high, especially for out here. I mean, you guys see 0 to 1 kilometer shear, you know, in the 100s, and you get tornadoes at times in the Midwest. I'm talking 300.
Yeah. Josephine, if I missed something that you said, I apologize. If you can put it in chat again, we can try to respond.
What'd she say?
She said something about maybe she should just close chat or something.
Oh,
I didn't know if we had missed anything she said.
covering AZ then, not Southern Cal. Well, we're on our way to Southern Cal.
Yeah, we're leaving Yuma now. We're headed towards Slab City currently. I guess I could check radar again to see if those cells are still there. When we decided to bite the bullet and go live, you had all day to eat. Now you choose to eat.
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I just want to see what's in this.
Yeah, there is one cell up near Slab City that has already, according to radar, it has dumped about a ½ inch of rain, so could be up to an inch.
Yeah, that's kind of my gut feeling about that.
I think you're done right now.
Oh, no.
It's yellow.
Oh. No, if it's not, okay, so I must be behind.
No, remember, there's still like a 20-second delay.
My gut feeling said that the tornado chances could be slightly higher in AZ tomorrow. But I mean, the flooding is the highest, ever issued over there, so.
Keyboards, you say be careful in Slab City. Is it just like a bad area, or is it just because of terrain, or? I've never been. I'm just looking at where rainfall seems to be happening. Lisa, we're in Yuma, Arizona. Anyone who wants to know our location, it shows it in the bottom left corner. And we also, I forgot to go live on H&H. We are also, we're not live, but you can see our location live on Highways and Hailstones on their website or on the app. But it's great to see so many people in here. This tells me that a lot of people are aware of this storm, that you guys hopefully are taking the proper precautions, taking this seriously. At the very least, we want to use this as an opportunity to potentially get the word out to anyone who either doesn't know about it or doesn't know about the severity of this. The rainfall and the subsequent flooding from that rainfall that is forecasted to happen, the term catastrophic has been thrown around quite a bit by official sources. So I'm not here to spread panic, but just be smart, be weather aware, try to stay home if you can, unless otherwise told to evacuate. The winds could be problematic. There's a tropical storm warning in effect for areas near the coast and along the coast, obviously. And there's also high wind warnings in effect. So the winds are definitely going to be there, but that main threat is, of course, the flooding. That is what's causing everybody to come out here. So we'll be here to cover that entire thing and to offer any assistance that is needed afterwards.
You're now in California.
The local time has changed. How?
Welcome to California.
Oh, well, our Slab City is not our stopping point. That's just near where a couple of these cells have popped up. And it seems like our best bet for any new flash flooding. We could, of course, head towards the areas that saw a lot of precip this morning, west of El Centro. But that's, any floods that took place there, those front walls occurred several hours ago. So if we can, just for the sake of flash flood chasing, the idea is to catch something that is new. Yeah, we'll be out before it's dark. That factory smoke, and there's like that low cloud sitting above it. I was like, it scared me for a second. Do you think Lake Mead will get enough rain with this surge?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully should help.
It'll get a surge, but it'll take it'll take years for that to recover. Need a good snowpack and need a good summer rain for that to recover.
Saw a couple people talking about panic That's not.
No, we're all waiting.
That's not what we're trying to do. Don't do that. Don't be scared. Be prepared. I think we're entering into that big rain shield that came up.
You guys have your own go bags, right?
I mean, I've got my stuff in my bag.
They closed?
Clothes, water.
Then yeah, we got that thing. We got our go bag. Yes.
No, Wolf, I said don't panic.
No, we don't.
We're taking I-8 through El Centro. Or actually, I think into El Centro. I've got a case of water in the car. I need to stock up on snacks. I'll do all that before tomorrow, for sure.
Nice rain shower.
But as far as the matches thing, I don't think we're going to be able to light any type of fire, not with all this water. I don't think.
That's a nice river. By the same river that goes into Yuma.
Oh, okay.
The Colorado.
Yeah, is that what that was?
I think so. Nice to see you in here, Bone Mama.
Yeah, that's. You get this large of a viewing. The outer bands, it will be Tropical Storm Hilary when it gets its way into California, potentially post-tropical. It just depends. That'll probably be solidified in the forecast in the morning.
Probably because, I don't know.
California Inspection Station. And
Oh.
Woody's here.
How do I slow this down?
Oh, slow mode. You gotta do it on the computer.
It's variable.
Huh?
Variable.
I have no idea.
You have to check when it says.
That has nothing to do with us. Sorry about that, mods. We got it. This is why I was nervous.
Yeah. Appreciate you guys are all in here with us.
Our location's in the bottom left, you guys. So we've got a lot of new people joining in. First of all, welcome to the stream, welcome to the channel. Second off, I hope if you guys are watching from the southwest, you guys are taking this storm seriously.
Oh, this is them. This is the range too. Okay. No. On the radar, this is just...
Today is kind of very much the day before the day. There have been a couple of flash floods already. We think there's potential for a couple more. We're headed west and north to try to get on those. If they do happen. Again, it's not a guarantee, but on radar it shows that we're barely driving through anything, and it's a fairly decent rain shower. It has been, so that shows you that radar is not doing these rain rates or the amount of rain justice because of the tropical moisture. I don't think it's quite able to comprehend it accurately in terms of DBZ. That being said, if we don't find any flash floods within the next hour or two, if we don't find really what we're looking for today, we'll shift to get in position for tomorrow. Tomorrow looks to be a very early start for us. We're thinking of potentially going live if model runs from this morning prove to be accurate and the heavier rains start in our general target zone around 2 or 3 in the morning. We plan on being live at 2 or 3 in the morning and being live for as long as we need to the rest of the day. So if need be, we'll transition to getting to our target area, going over all the details that we know of for tomorrow, try to make sure everyone else is prepared, get our own go bags ready, make sure we have food, water, stuff like that, just in case we have to, God forbid, get out of the vehicle and go somewhere else. Yeah, there's cops everywhere out here today. So, lots to do. But right now we are en route to our potential area of flash flooding. And I keep saying potential because I don't want to promise that we're going to find one today. Tomorrow is definitely the bigger flooding threat.
Okay, that's going to get big.
I saw that. I was like,
Take care of it. Oh, he did.
yeah.
I saw them. I was like,
Nope, this storm is no joke. If anything, we're hoping to reach as many people as possible today to let them know that this is a serious storm. I've seen several comments being about like, oh, it's just going to be some rain. Like, you know, California's not going to get a hurricane. That's true. They're probably not going to get a hurricane. But I think people are thinking of a hurricane as storm surge and strong winds. While those won't be the primary threats, the rainfall and the flooding that it is going to cause will put people in harm's way if you do not take the proper precautions. Now, we are, I'm sure there's plenty of new people to the channel in this stream right now. We are a chase team based out of Arizona, so this is happening in our backyard. So we are trying to let our people know down here, because it's in our backyard, you got to take this seriously.
Yes, get everything prepared tonight. Make sure, you know, if you guys need generators, make sure you have gasoline, you know, in case, I mean, you never know if a place could get 15 inches of rain and get a flood come through. I mean, sometimes the systems, the water systems in some of these towns are not made to handle all this water. Palm Springs, for example, only has one levee on a street. Okay, I saw a Google view of it.
You're talking about Palm Springs?
Yeah.
Okay.
In town, where's all that water going to go? To that one. They're going to try to go down to that one, and then everything that's going to flood. Okay, so I mean, we need to make sure. We're just giving you guys a warning, okay? I mean, wow, I've never seen the sand dunes before. It's kind of neat.
That's cool. I've only ever driven through here once, and it was at night. So,
I mean, as I was saying, don't be scared. Be prepared. You know.
yeah. We're not trying to instill fear. That's not at all what we're trying to do. We're still very new to this. This is actually our first tropical system that we're covering. So we're trying to figure out how exactly to approach it.
The words of the National Weather Service in Las Vegas, I mean, I'll give it to you for Death Valley area, okay? So the national, you know, they're talking about potential catastrophic flooding in the Death Valley National Park region because they're getting almost 2 years worth of rain, 2 to 3 years worth of rain in about a day. They're also in places that have all this rain, infrastructure to like national parks and stuff like that will be affected. And we'll just have to see. Upslope regions on the mountains, you know, burn scars are especially of concern. You know, just in general. I mean, Palm Springs doesn't get 4 to 5 inches of rain in a year's time frame. You know, now they're supposed to get it in a day. So, I mean, and if anything happens, you know, I mean, there also could be the potential for some roads to wash away. There was already a road wash report already up near Death Valley today. So I mean,
Lamont, we're not in San Diego. Sorry.
No, you're good. We're forming everyone here.
Sorry about the glitches. Sometimes that happens when we go through bad service areas. If it gets really bad, it'll put you guys over to our connection lost screen. But we do apologize for those. Yeah, Robert, we just kind of had the advantage because we were pretty much already here. Trance, welcome to EF1 membership.
Yeah, the flooding potential is huge. This is the highest risk level that the Weather Prediction Center has issued this far west, and the first time that they put a high-risk area down in this region. So that just tells you something.
Yeah, but again, we're let me check on our target cells here. There is a sort of rain shield moving up from Mexico. It was a lot bigger before and it kind of decreased. But those of you that saw my community post from earlier, that was the same area of interest in question that I'm talking about now. It has decreased, but it's still there, still on its way up. So we'll see if that does something for us.
We are 800 yards from Mexico.
Really?
Right.
Oh wow, that's crazy. 1.5 inches of rain has fallen in the last hour in Calexico.
Where's that?
Just south of El Centro.
Oh, right here?
Yeah, but it's probably falling. I guess we can roll through town and see if there's any flooding.
I mean, we're coming through these little bands, but these are also going to be, I mean, this is going to be raining in this area for a while.
Yeah.
And these rainfall rates will, the radar may not always tell the story of what's going on because of warm rain processes. How warm the air is, how high the dew point is, you know.
Alan, yeah, we are westbound.
Squeezing it can easily squeeze out more rain than what's anticipated based off of radar estimates.
Manville, yes, Mama does know best. Yeah, I'm from Oregon.
Geraldo, yeah, this is yes, we're in that area along 8, yes.
Right now, yes, what we're currently driving through, this is what Oregon is like. I would absolutely agree with you. Tomorrow is, even for Oregon, it would be bad. At least in terms of what's forecasted. Being that it's a high risk and all. Because Oregon's never had a high risk of excessive rainfall, I don't think.
No. That's further western.
So somebody mentioned 1939. I believe that's the last time a tropical storm or hurricane made landfall in California. Yeah, so this one, on its current track, it's not actually going to make landfall in California. It may enter California still as a tropical storm. For a little bit there was debate on whether or not it would enter as a weak Category 1 hurricane. But I think since that track shifted further east, that idea has since diminished in people's minds.
One's supposed to hit San Bernardino.
Edward, we're searching for early on flash floods. Pre-Hilary flash floods. Or maybe not even flash, but just general flooding that may already be occurring.
San Bernardino, you'll get your more rain tomorrow and tomorrow night.
Hey, what's up, Brady?
Same as your winds. It'll be mostly tomorrow and tomorrow night. There's potential for some rain as well tonight, but your more larger sum of rain will come tomorrow and tomorrow night.
I'm sure some of these areas need rain, but not this much this fast. I don't think it's really going to be able to make good use of it. The ground out here can't absorb that much.
Ureta is also the same as San Bernardino. It's mostly, again, a lot of these areas a lot of their rainfall will come tomorrow and tomorrow night. There is, though, you could get some pre-rain tonight that'll be late in the night. It'll be past midnight probably.
Somebody asked what's going to happen in 29 Palms. Can't say for sure what's going to happen in any specific area. However, the higher terrain around 29 Palms, Palm Springs, that area, the peaks of those mountains on certain models are showing a foot of rain plus falling. Will that happen? I can't say yes or no, but if that does, and a lot of that water tries to flow down into those valleys, because I think 29 Palms is still a valley town. I've never been, but I've been to Palm Springs. So if they're similar, that could be problematic, if that verifies. As much as we like to see storms and severe weather and stuff, it is our passion to be out here knowing hearing that, you know, other folks are potentially in harm's way, that's never what we want to hear. So we're just trying to be out here and do our part, even being newbies at this in terms of tropical storm chasing.
Victorville, yes, it's going to be the same thing as before. Your rain will mostly come tomorrow and tomorrow night, but there probably will be some rain tonight.
You're on yellow. So I can't even really see that. Okay, sorry.
No, you're good. Your rain will be, you can get some rain probably tonight.
Bill, yes, it is weakening. There's several reasons for that. One, it's getting closer to land. Well, actually, that'll contribute to it more in the future. It's entering into colder sea surface temperatures, a lot colder, and that's going to kill it. That is killing it right now. But again, the main concern is not the intensity of the winds or the storm surge in this storm, but rather the immense amounts of rainfall, just the moisture surges. Josephine, thank you for your super chat.
And Raymond, welcome to membership.
Oh yeah, that too. Sorry folks, this is more than double the size of our previous stream record, which is great to see so many people are aware of this storm, but we're trying to keep up with everybody as best we can.
There's our storm. There's that storm down there. You can see the cumulus.
Okay.
It kind of built underneath that.
Yeah. Can you go to the eye? I don't know if there will be one left.
I mean, we can't be there exactly when it crosses into California because it'll be in a roadless area. But there probably won't be an eye anymore, and that's largely due to the fact that there will be encountering some dry air. It is getting sheared thanks to a low pressure and a trough. The low pressure being what hit you guys before, which was Tropical Storm Eugene. It didn't hit. You guys got some moisture from it, but it didn't actually, hit you like this is going to. And then there's also some shear from the trough that's going to be ushering across, that's going to be blowing it apart. Not only that, but it's also going to be encountering those colder sea surface temperatures, which will weaken them also quite quickly. Good things. I don't want to hear him say, oh, we're back now.
There was a question, any ideas about Temecula, Marietta area, same as others? I'm not sure where that's at, but if it's in the general affected area, I'd still be on the lookout for heavy precip and flood threat.
Marietta?
M-U-R-R.
Yeah, I got it.
We're looking on that for you now. Open.
Marietta, again, you'll possibly see some rain again tonight, probably after midnight, but then it'll be largely and pretty much throughout the day tomorrow and tomorrow evening. It'll be a lot of consistent rain tomorrow, with producing moderate to heavy rainfall rates at times. That's pretty much everywhere. But I mean, for a lot of areas, could be most of the day. For some areas, it could be portions of the day. So, especially those mountain regions. The mountain regions will. I mean, there's models that show. I mean, my gosh. This morning we were looking at a couple of them that were hinting at upward 15 as you get that upslope. But down on the bottom side of those mountains, that's where the flash floods come through.
Not good. Ella, I don't know what you mean by about how much rotation is there in the storm, but there is a 2% tornado risk tomorrow. There's a fairly large marginal risk issued by the SPC. Potentially could see it bumped up to a slight, maybe. So that, and the rotation from the storm is going to aid in giving rotation to storms within the feeder bands of Hilary as it gets closer to land.
Another thing to mention too to you guys is the fact that there will probably be landslides in areas.
Oh yeah, big time.
So, I mean, that is, I mean, I don't know. I mean, just make sure that you're prepared.
Yeah, I mean, certainly not right, Raymond. I mean, for all we know, it won't even be as bad as we think it'll be, but it's better to be prepared than not, I guess.
Always prepare for the worst when it comes to these systems.
I don't think we feel like we have to put as much emphasis on it if this was Gulf of Mexico or East Coast, where people are used to knowing what to do. This is, I believe it's the first tropical storm warning ever issued in California, right? I saw something about that. I don't know if that's entirely
I think
true.
it was the first one for LA and San Diego.
Oh, okay, so that's what it was. Point being, a lot of people may just not know what to expect. I'm sure plenty of people know exactly what they need to do, and I'm just preaching to the choir, or whatever the saying is. Tony, we are in Holtville, California. Our location is in the bottom left. We're also live on Highways and Hailstones for anyone who'd like to track our general location. That's what I thought, Debbie, but I don't want to quote that 100% without knowing officially. I don't know where Yermo is. Could possibly have Garrett look.
Yermo?
Yeah, she says, Billy says, my aging father is in Yermo. It's a state you should be worried about. We're looking for you. Check and make sure what we're going for.
Oh, Yermo is near Barstow.
Okay. You guys are smack dab in the middle of the high risk, so I would say yes, be prepared for significant rainfall. I don't know what the topographic layout is for that area. I've driven through Barstow a couple times, but I've never really paid attention, or it's been at night.
Definitely, I mean, it's a possibility. I mean, the clouds, and they're showers. They're more heavy showers than what we've seen today.
Yeah.
That's interesting though. These guys haven't appeared as strong on the radar, but they're stronger. When you actually go through them.
Right.
The one that we just left. And there's a lot more, there is more rain.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but we've been seeing that all day. That does look interesting down there, though. I think that might be that storm that's just been sitting down there
Oh, kind of does look interesting, especially
on the left side.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you do have decent shear.
I mean, you were tornado soundings today, so I guess I can't write anything off. All right, before we head north, there is a semi-interesting looking storm right near where supposedly 1.5 inches of rain has fallen in the last hour.
Yes,
according to
train.
radar.
Yes, train. We see you there. We're gonna go toward Indio, but first I think we're gonna stop in El Centro because there is a storm here that's been producing some pretty good rain, and it's still building over here based off of visualizations. We're based out of Arizona. We go to school in Prescott. We are going to be meteorology seniors this year. Going to graduate in May with our bachelor's in meteorology. And we want to pursue this as a career.
The idea is to do this full time upon graduation, and we're doing this part time mainly during the summer and off days, school wise. Our schooling starts in 9 days, so this is one of the last events that we're covering for the summer, but we're still active during monsoon. I'm not sure if anyone asked or if we're just talking about it, but I'm just pitching in. Thank you, Matt, Megan, and Joey, and Gigi, and everybody. We appreciate the support. It's because of you guys that we'd be able to do this.
Yeah, you guys are the reason why we are out here. And it can be out here.
Ricky, Alan, and Javier, thank you for your guys' Cash App contributions. We appreciate those. Dylan, Barb, Mac, and Teresa, thank you guys for your PayPal donations.
Yes, our goal the goal by the end of the year is to reach 15,000 subs.
Sorry guys, I have to update that tracker manually. We got 7 miles, and then we'll turn south and go check out this storm, and then we'll try to make our way north and check out that storm. And like I was saying earlier when we started, if not, we'll just head to our target area for tonight so that we're in position in the morning, and we'll try to do a little bit more in-depth analysis on what's supposed to happen. And of course I'll change the title and thumbnail and stuff like that if need be.
The Imperial Valley will get the brunt of their action tomorrow. More so probably I'll go probably between like 10 a.m. and like 7 p.m. or so. I'll give you the time window of that. But things can still change. The track has slightly shifted slightly eastward today. So that was at least the guidance at the moment, kind of thing. thank you guys for 1,000 likes. And thank you, AD and Tony and Javi for your super chats.
Yeah, thank you guys. Just real quick, this is the storm to our south, the one that's been sitting and dumping what could be bunches of rain. I think that left side was looking kind of interesting, but I think it's just because we have really high dew points, the clouds are able to get pretty low. But I think our stronger area of precip is where it's darker down there. So we're gonna try our best to check it out. It is really near the border, but it is still daylight, so I feel okay about going out there.
Lauren, thank you for being in. Welcome to membership.
Everyone's new subscriptions and everything. We hope everyone is subscribed with notifications on. Tomorrow is going to be a really long stream, and YouTube is notorious for not sending out notifications, especially if you don't hit that bell, unfortunately. So if you'd like to see this event unfold live, or as much of it as we're able to stream, given that we'll be in mountainous terrain, we look forward to seeing all you guys back. And we hope that we can provide as much ground truth as we can to locals and officials and stuff like that.
Nanakai, thank you for that.
Thank you. Carol, we're at 11.7 right now. You just have to reload the page to be able to check it. Yeah, so it looks like it's raining fairly decently over there.
It is in spots.
I've been looking at estimated rainfall totals, but I haven't actually looked at rainfall activity. Yeah, I guess.
Everywhere in the Imperial Valley, they're out of power generators. Well, I mean, because that's a good sign that they're preparing for the storm. Thank you, Warrior. Nice to see you. Thank you, Frank, for your super chat. Will Vegas see after? Oh, this is their exit.
That is a very inconvenient way to get off the freeway.
Yeah. Will Vegas see effects? Yes, Vegas will see the effects.
Yeah, Nevada actually, I forget what portion, but there is a portion of Nevada now that's in the high risk for flash flooding as well.
It's not in the Vegas area.
No, it's not. I should have led with that. My apologies. over there to our southwest, there still looks to be fairly heavy precipitation. We're just going to try to venture our way in there a little bit. Kim, thank you for your super chat.
Brick, we'll get to Vegas here shortly. Or Chase, probably, here before the monsoon's over.
Okay, I was going to say today. Alright, I'm looking for a specific road. Yep, no problem, Beth. You stay safe as well.
Yes, Ernie, thank you for mentioning that. Yes, I mean, we were pretty much talking all about it, but I mean, for those of you guys that live and know you guys live in a flood-prone area, make sure you guys have a flood plan. Know where you guys are going to go. Make sure that, you guys have important photos. You know, medications. Food, water, documentation, you know, things ready to go just in case. You don't want to be that person that's 15 minutes before something comes and you guys are trying to grab everything and trying to leave.
Thank you, Jefferson. Finally somebody that agrees with what we're saying. Actually, not finally, a lot of people do. But everyone's just been saying, oh, this is just typical monsoon moisture. No. Currently what's happening now, yes, this could be, but again, if I had more letters I could put in the title, I would put at the end of it, today is the day before the day.
Yes, don't forget about your pets either.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too. Sounds good, Trance. I don't know if we are at the moment, but possibly in a little while.
Yes, the smell of the desert with the rain. Yes, it feels different around here. You know, it kind of feels like we're. I wouldn't say Midwesty, but it kind of feels the moisture values feel that way.
Just the landscape. For me, it's the landscape that's really giving me that vibe.
Well, that too, yes. What? Oh, down.
Figure out what that thing's doing.
Well, we're getting effects from it this afternoon, slowly, and then more so, a little bit more, possibly, probably tonight a little bit more, and then there could be a break in the action early in the morning tomorrow, particularly across Southwest AZ and possibly some of Southeast Cali. But then, as that center comes in, that's when we get the more robust surge, and that'll be during the day tomorrow.
Hey, you know what? Last minute is better than never, 9X. There's still some decent oranges with that little cell right there. So
This is also all developing right here too. Out your window.
feels weird being this close to the border. I've never been this close before.
We are in El Centro.
No, we're in. Is that what it says?
That's what it says.
Okay. We're actually in Calexico. We're right on the Mexican border here, just a couple miles away. here in about a mile and a half. I want to point out something to you guys.
Yes, 2 to 4 inches of rain forecast for Vegas is a lot of rain, especially in the time frame which is coming in from. What's the wind forecast? Right now, the National Hurricane Center has it going. I mean, they have the cone of uncertainty, but at least their little path kind of has it just coming toward the Baja Peninsula at around a 70-mile-an-hour tropical storm. And then it has to go through that, and then it comes into Cali. There will be some weakening, obviously, as it goes into land, but given how fast the forward progression is of this, that is that's also being a player here too.
Welcome to membership, Joe. Thank you for joining. Yeah, I don't know what our chances are of flash flooding here, because I think this rain over here is falling on relatively flat terrain. That's the other thing. I have never been down here, nor have I ever actually covered a tropical system. So, I mean, being meteorology students, we understand how they work, but any chaser will tell you, degreed or otherwise, the best learning is experience. So we're doing our best to inform people with the knowledge that we have.
You can see that the rain is...
Sorry, go for it. Go ahead. You're good. Go.
Nice look.
I love the double take that people do. Okay, so what I want to show you guys see how low these clouds are sitting? That has to do largely with what the dew points are. What are our dew points right now?
Dew point of 73.
73. So that allows... there's a lot of moisture, obviously, given that it's a tropical system. So the clouds are really, really low. The spin that those feeder bands, along with it, because of the motion, being that it is a tropical storm or tropical cyclone, tomorrow there is a 2% tornado. That combined with that and the storm relative felicity values, especially in western Arizona, look very high. That is, and I just wanted to visually show you one of the reasons why the tornado threat is higher. Typically during monsoon season out here, because that does apply to Southeast California still, your cloud bases are a lot higher. Just sure go for it. I'm probably missing a whole lot.
There's also, I mean, another key thing you got to mention is the fact that there's the tropical system. There's a hand shear. So yes, you got the low cloud tops, but then you don't have any shear.
That's why I was trying to say that, but
like I was talking about earlier, the 0 to 1 kilometer, so the lowest, so the shear in the lowest couple of thousand feet in the atmosphere tomorrow will have an area in spots 0 to 1 kilometer shear of over 300 meters per second squared tomorrow. That's fairly decent, but we need a little bit of instability to help. Can we get the instability? That's a question mark.
Yeah, so you guys can see some very localized flooding. But the problem is this rain is going through and already adding to the localized flooding today, so that when the large-scale stuff comes in, the ground has already been saturated in spots. Hasn't happened everywhere, but in most spots, it has been raining consistently like this, off and on, all day.
Right, and a lot of this rain is it's a precursor. It's ahead of the main storm, but it's already just saturating the grounds pre ahead of time. So would be yeah, look at all the flooding right there.
Yeah, these roads are a bit flooded here already. So like I said, this is likely the flooding that we'll find here. Not so much flash flooding. Although I do see a dip in the road, so we'll see how much truth there is to that statement.
No, there's water in there.
Oh, okay, never mind.
No, there's water. It's going that way.
Okay. So there is a wash that is flowing right there. Not sure where it's at. Probably have to circle back around.
What am I gonna say? Hail? No, there won't be any hail. This is warm rain process, so it'll immediately melt.
Yep. No ice crystal process here.
No, yeah.
But yeah, these ditches are completely filled with water. I mean, you see there's areas off to the right where they're supposed to be, but then this is not necessarily supposed to be like this.
Earlier, the storm was moving at about 16 miles an hour.
I think it actually sped up a little bit. I thought it was moving 18.
But let me check on that latest. Let me check on the National Hurricane Center.
Back and
movement was north-northwest at 17.
Oh, okay, so it's 17, not 18. Okay, so we're kind of driving along the area that's had the most precip. What's left of this storm is still in front of us. I don't really know what to expect in terms of how heavy.
I mean, you guys can actually see. You guys can't even see the mountains anymore around.
Tell us in front of if there's any other washes and such.
Yes, Lauren, we do.
Prison, My apologies.
John, that's a possibility. Very cloudy and muggy in San Diego County. Yep, it'll feel muggy, that's for sure.
So far, only been minor flooding across the roads.
Chase, no. That's the worst thing you can do.
What?
Is to be scared.
Oh. True. I mean, honestly, we're hoping to come out here and find nothing. Given that, I mean, if it's up in the mountains in the middle of nowhere, then and it's not really doing any harm, then great. It's always cool to see a flash flood, but we don't want to see flooding out here. So honestly, we're hoping to find not a whole lot. At least down here. This was not our original target. If there's any water flowing down in that.
I couldn't see.
It's definitely man-made. So.
Oh, I can't see that.
Yeah, you can't see that. All right.
There's so much tree down there. Yeah, the desert blooms would be pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but still, look at all the rain.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters because it's pretty much same similar thing.
You're probably right.
A lot of these washes run, I think they run this way. So they're, okay, what? Stop for what? Oh, we can walk.
Yeah. They close this road off. Yeah, road closed.
It's over here.
Road closed as in I can't even go right.
No, you can't. Oh yeah, you can go right. Yeah, you have to go up.
I wonder if they closed that for storm-related reasons or...
We will never know.
Man, I wish that was real.
Right, yeah, there was a flash flood this early this morning in that area. That's where it was.
Yeah. So flooding on the road here.
Thank you for the super chat, Grifter.
Yes, thank you very much.
Rory, yes, the Salton Sea should rise. Because all these washes, not only with the rain on it, but all these washes that are around there flow into there, which will probably make some flooding actually extend a little bit on the outskirts of it.
Yeah, you guys can see the flooding from these ditches is getting onto some of these farm roads out here. I was gonna say something. Joshua, thank you for your Cash App.
Divine, yes we are.
Gene, thank you for your PayPal. And thank you, Heather, for... That's what I was looking at.
This is where you're going to be able to see it.
Sketchy bridge. You see anything?
There is some water down there, yes.
Let me get out and look real quick.
See, we're looking to see if there is some water flowing in this wash, so we're seeing if it's already crossed the other side of the road or not yet.
You're right, it is flowing back that way, but it's going at like 2 miles an hour. It's barely moving at all.
Right. We are driving a Toyota 4Runner. Randall, yes, exactly. Upwards of that amount, and possibly even higher tolls could be possible on the in mountains, especially west.
Yeah, you know the other thing about this?
What?
Just looking at where we're parked, this normally solid little gravel thing that is just completely eroded. Like we've sunk in. And I'll just use this as an example. Obviously, this is very, very insignificant what's happening down here. But you guys can kind of tell how the water erodes away that dirt and creates its own little path. That is likely going to happen, especially up in mountainous terrain, on a much larger scale.
I can kind of see that some little water flowing down.
That's what I was saying. Like, obviously, that's not a flash flood. It's not at all what we're after. It's just kind of a visual demonstration of...
This is not the furthest chase we've done away from Arizona. Not even close.
No, I think the furthest we've ever chased away from Arizona was Illinois.
Illinois or Louisiana.
Yeah, I guess those both.
See how it's built down here?
Yeah. Flooding on the road here on the right.
Okay.
Here's some flooding right here. This ditch is
Completely flooded. Yes, the deserts are getting much. The deserts are getting their much needed rain, that's for sure. Hurricane has not made landfall yet.
nor will it make landfall as a hurricane.
That's currently forecasted
Probably.
by the National Hurricane Center right now, just like what DL just said. But I mean, things can change. We'll definitely keep everyone updated as much as we can on that. Hold on, you guys. I'll fix that location for you guys. Just hold on. No, I'll put the dot back on.
Oh, okay.
I'll have it on my phone. That way you guys have some sort of location indicator. Well, AZ's not that far. But
relatively speaking, this is backyard to us.
right. The other ones in here.
What?
That's a mosquito or something.
Oh, there are mosquitoes. There were huge mosquitoes up there. Is that today so far?
No, that's the forecast.
Oh, okay.
That's forecasted. 1/4 of a time.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, the Padres are playing their baseball today with the Diamondbacks because they're preparing for, rain, the tropical storm conditions tomorrow. So they moved it to a doubleheader today. So, places are starting to get prepared. Nice to see. I saw someone say something earlier about people are getting sandbags in San Bernardino counties, and they're getting people in shelters that need shelters. That's good to hear.
Yep.
Ella, yes, we will be safe. Thank you.
Yeah. So far, I mean, there's just minor flooding along these back roads here. That's really all you're going to find this early on, unless you find a front wall of a flash flood, which, depending on where that precip happens and how much in a certain amount of time, that sort of determines.
Rick, exactly. Yes, it is.
Hold on, I need to go check this out real quick.
What the rain?
No, I thought I saw dust on the ground over here. On the left. Oh, never mind. That's just mountains cloaked in rain. Never mind. I'm just seeing things. My apologies. Alright, back to where I was originally going. I gotta turn around. Am I going to slide into a ditch? Possibly.
Current temperature.
Yep. Hold on. There's a car coming.
The current temperature is 73. Your dew point is 71. We're almost at 100% humidity.
95 right now.
Oh,
Or
so
73, 72.
73,
now.
72 now.
Yeah, these gravel ditches are just eroding away, it seems like. Hear it.
Yeah, the roads are just the dirt roads are gonna be bad.
Yeah, even
regular roads
I was
too.
gonna say,
Two-way
some
highway,
roads.
some interstate.
Yeah, I think that happened last year near Blythe. Part of I-10 collapsed, so nothing's out of the realm of possibility. Of course, I'm not saying any of that's going to happen, but there has been talk of that by, I think, something in the tropical storm warnings mentioned flooding capable of washing out roads and bridges. But now we're going to head north, see if we can get any other flooding up in this other region.
How's the other storm behind us looking? I didn't even know radar actually.
Oh, I kind of forgot about that one actually.
The Yuma radar is loading.
Oh, that was very flooded. Hold on, I'm going to turn around. That was not normally that. If I wasn't flowing very fast, I can tell that it's not normally that full.
Right. Suncool, no, it cannot produce hail. This is where warm rain processes. You cannot get hail with warm rain processes.
You can tell this was flowing fairly significantly because of all the dirt, and there's a little bit of debris on the road. I'm gonna get out and hold you guys over that bridge so you can see not so much how fast the water's flowing, but how high it is. Not a whole lot of area to park, so So this is one of these washes that I believe is normally dry, and it's already got a decent amount of water on it. There's traffic coming. Oh, of course it's coming my direction. Lovely. But a lot of that water is kind of flowing out. Ooh, I just felt that bridge move. I lose them?
No, you didn't lose them.
Okay.
I'm just coming out too because I want to walk around.
Okay. But yeah, I can't tell exactly how fast this water's moving, but oh, now they. This is what we chase in. We need to move. We're yellow. Let's just move. Sorry guys, can't take you guys away from the booster apparently. Anyone wanting to see the chase vehicle, I can do a more detailed video on that another time when we're not really in active chase mode for this. That water was definitely moving pretty decently. I'm not sure how much of that you guys were actually able to see.
A movie right now?
What? Oh. I don't. I just looked down and Rise of the Planet of the Apes is playing on my phone. I wouldn't know. I've never seen it.
Or a little south if
Oh, I did do something.
Marge's Way, just south, but that's where it's closed. It's south of where it's closed.
Oh, okay. So that was probably one of the bigger washes where a lot of those smaller washes were flowing into. That's typically how it goes. A lot of them are just feeders into the main wash, which ends up leading to the main river or lake.
Jake, yes, we know that the storm...
That was almost on the bridge, but I think it was supposed to be like that.
We know that the storm is... the main part of it's not till tomorrow. But there are still impacts that are occurring today. There were impacts that were occurring yesterday.
Yeah, fairly good impacts. We were just late to them.
Yeah, I bet it feels weird seeing them get a tropical storm before you.
Robert, I'm not sure if I said anything, but thank you for your Cash App. So now we're headed north. Well, currently I'm headed east, but I'm trying to make my way.
Nice field of cows.
Yep. Trying to make my way north towards Slab City. I think their terrain is a little bit more elevated up there. Just honestly, just based on.
Well, the rain has actually moved away.
Move what?
Away from there. See, there's that.
Okay.
all over here now.
But it could have left flooding behind it, right?
I'll check estimates. Yeah, all that. Well, this was all. I don't know when all this was. Let's see.
That looks familiar. That was there before.
That was there before.
Just the shape of that. I'm guessing radar is going to say it dropped maybe an inch, inch and a quarter up there. I'm just figuring it's more.
I mean, there's been a lot of rain down here. Some spots got 2 inches with that.
So I turn around. What direction am I facing?
You're going north.
I'm not going north right now.
You're going up the road.
Am I really?
Okay.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I thought I was going east. It's all turned around. My bad.
Saint, yes, we care about what's going on in California. That's why we're here. Yeah, perfect name for a hurricane. Yeah, I know someone who actually is named as Hilary. So I texted her and I was kind of like, so you're world news for making land for being a hurricane coming toward Cali. At first, she didn't understand what I was asking or talking about. Then all of a sudden, she's like, "Oh, the hurricane."
Well, I thought that whole thing was full of water.
The field. Thank you, Sun Cool, for your super chat.
So anything that falls is probably going to want to flow
Right.
that way. So that could be more flash flood potential.
The tornado potential increases tomorrow, not necessarily today.
Yeah, tomorrow, or not tomorrow, today in previous days' runs looked pretty good and pretty organized. We were pulling tornado soundings for several days, but then this morning and late last night, really, the runs just kind of decided that it was just going to be a lot of light to moderate rainfall that would slowly cause widespread flooding, albeit minor, but setting the stage for making tomorrow even worse, potentially.
Thank you, Timothy, for becoming a member. Thank you guys for getting us to 12,000 subscribers.
Yeah, thank you guys very much for that. Hopefully all you guys have your notifications on for tomorrow and for Monday. I know we'll be live on Monday somewhere, somehow, hopefully.
Yeah, we'll be live Monday. And for 1.5 thousand likes. Disco, yeah, we're kind of heading up toward the Palm Springs area. So
Super brains. If that's not sarcasm, you shouldn't be. Just as long as you're prepared and you kind of know what to do, you should be completely fine. That's really the idea behind what we're trying to do. We just want to make sure everyone just kind of has a calm and collected mindset, but also understands what they need to do to be safe. Because this is, while it's also a new type of weather for us, it's also a new type of weather for a lot of people down here in terms of the severity of it. It's just been so long. I mean, we had somebody in our chat say they've been in California for 65 years and they've never seen something quite like this. Okay, so that's where we just came from.
What, is down here? Which way did you turn?
Well, I'm facing south now.
Oh, right, because you gotta make a
So
loop.
I'm just saying like that.
You gotta make a loopy-loop.
Yeah, that darker area is where we came from, is what I was saying.
Yes.
I just thought of a poll question.
What's that?
Like, you could be like, are you in the affected area? Like, are you in California? Yes, no.
Oh, where are you watching from?
Like, are you watching from?
I got it.
Yeah. Because honestly, I'm curious. Okay, headed east on Interstate 8 once again, and then we're going to be headed north. No, we don't do that, Inspector. This hurricane was 84 years ago. Yeah, that's what we've been hearing. 1939. Which, yeah, I guess that is 84 years ago. For some reason, I've been thinking it's 2024. My brain just kind of fried. Chase, you didn't really miss a whole lot. We've just been trying to go over some safety tips and generally what's going on. We did see some decent road flooding and a wash that was pretty full, but we haven't captured any major front walls or anything. I'm pretty sure I can say that will mostly be tomorrow. The real action is tomorrow. No one said humidity caused the flood. I never said that. If anyone else said that in chat, they're wrong. Super high moisture levels lead to, well, that and a lot of other things lead to excessive rainfall, which leads to the flooding. It's pretty simple.
Decent amount of cloud cover in front of us.
No, this is El Centro, Sarah. But we'll be headed up there later. carpet. The hurricane is still off the coast of Baja California. However, this cloud cover and the precip and any flash flooding is being caused by the very outer bands and the moisture surge sent up by Hilary. The very edge of it is starting to affect us now. The flooding it is causing is very minor in comparison to what is forecasted for tomorrow. But one key to storm chasing, I mean, obviously we're out here to inform people, but we're also storm chasers. It's what we do. So one big key to that is chasing the lower risk setups, because you never know if you're going to find something that you may not think you will see. In this case, it could be a decent flash flood in our second location. So that's really what we're trying for. But then the other benefit is we're trying to spread the word about what's happening. I mean, there's plenty of other people and news outlets and everyone else doing that, so the chances that people haven't heard about this yet, very low.
How far east will precip be seen? I mean, the cutoff of this pretty much goes pretty much AZ, but it'll extend further north because the low will actually go north, and the monsoonal flow is south. Southerly flow will carry it north. So impacts will be in, Idaho and Wyoming and Montana and possibly eastern Oregon.
My home state may get it too.
May get some rain from this. I mean,
I don't know if it's going to happen, but if Northwest Oregon can somehow get some precip out of this, I know that would be much welcomed. Oregon here from Palm Springs. Nice, I'm from Oregon.
Inspector, yes we do. It's a little hard right now to chase everything because we are college students, but once that's over, or once we get once we graduate in the spring, we want to make this a full-time gig, and you guys are the reason why we are able to do it, and helping save lives is a big factor.
Same here, Clubfoot. I think everyone's hoping for that.
And why?
Besides the trolls, anyway.
Right.
Yeah, for my family's sake, I hope you guys get it too, Debbie.
War Eagle. You must be an Auburn Tiger alum.
Charlie, thank you for your Cash App.
Yes, we are heading north out of El Centro toward Palm Desert area. As of right now, LA is still under a tropical storm warning, so
Big one or something?
so I would still expect some wind in LA, but looks like a lot of the higher wind is going to be towards southeast Cali and southwest AZ.
Yeah, it looked like Yuma was actually one of the highest wind gust spots. So where we were last night.
Look at how that low cloud's hanging.
Yeah. You could almost mistake it for a shelf cloud.
Or you can almost mistake it for clear. Maybe that is clear behind that. Not clear, but like different. Because this may be lower.
Yeah.
So you kind of see behind that. That kind of actually that might be it because you can see the mountains.
Yeah. Well, I mean, those bands do come through intermittently, so.
Yeah, LA there will be rain, more so the rain concern than the wind concern. Yes. Same thing with San Diego. More so of the wind, or somewhat more of the rain than the wind. Excuse me. I got Yuma in my head because we are staying there. LA, after it goes into Cali, it'll continue going north, but as it gets close to LA, or not LA, as it gets close to Cali, or once it gets north of Cali, it will probably transition to a post-tropical cyclone, and then it'll continue to weaken as it goes north due to land interaction and a bunch of different factors. A lot more of the impact going up north will be the rain as well. I mean, same thing down in Cali, except for if you live in southeast. Deb, no, it's still over water right now. Yesterday, it was a Category 4 storm with 145 winds. Today, because it's been moving further north into cooler waters, providing it with less fuel, as well as a little bit of dry air, and it's slightly beginning to get sheared. The winds have dropped to a Category 2 100-mile-an-hour storm. As it approaches Baja, the National Hurricane Center right now has a high-end tropical storm coming into the Baja of California Peninsula. So Mexico as a high-end tropical storm. But it will be accelerating north. The projected landfall was supposed to be Monday early morning. Now it's tomorrow evening. So tomorrow should be the worst day of the storm. Yes,
Easily. This cord overheats my phone like crazy.
Feather, nice to see you in here. We were in your neck of the woods earlier. You guys are just so much trouble. What are you talking about? Okay, Charm blocked it. Thank you, Charm.
What happened? What is
sea surface temperatures in the Gulf, I think I saw some readings. They were in the mid to upper 80s, which is fairly high. But the center of the storm is not going up the Gulf of California. It's staying in the Eastern Pacific. But as you get closer to California, the sea surface temperatures start to decrease, and that's largely due to the California current that comes down from Alaska, and it kind of rides on the coast. So there's gonna be there's always colder water there on the west coast, and down the east coast you have you obviously have the Atlantic current, which kind of just that's why it's warmer over there. You got the warm Atlantic current that kind of brings water up, warm water. But I mean, it's not just about, I mean, the hurricanes need water decently deep to be fairly warm to be able to strengthen and support itself. Yeah, the waves in Baja are going to continue to get increasingly higher as the storm gets closer. Chase, will it hit Mexico? Yes, but it's going to hit it'll hit Baja California of Mexico. The Gulf of Mexico system, there is potential for a tropical wave to make its way into the Gulf early or through midweek, I should say, and then there is about a 50% of some sort of tropical, possibly a tropical depression or storm forming in the Gulf of Mexico this week. That's provided by the National Hurricane Center. That's where the data is coming from. Some models indicate that could form into a tropical depression or storm. The sea surface temperatures are very warm there. The environment is eventually going to become somewhat favorable for development. So yeah, it's possible there too.
Can you do me a favor? On your radar Omega, like satellite view, can you just look around Slab City and see if there's any washes that flow across or underneath that road towards what was it called? The Salty Sea? The
Salton Sea.
Salton Sea. Excuse me.
I can't even see. Oh, there it is. That's fine. I do expect that the Salton Sea will increase. The water will go up, will rise a little bit. Terry, yes, we'll be on again tomorrow. We'll be on probably early. Probably fairly early, as those waves of rain by model kind of show it starting early in the morning, but then they'll be persisting throughout the day tomorrow and into the evening. And we will be here providing live coverage. Make sure you are subscribed and have the notification bell so you guys will be notified when we go live tomorrow.
Yeah, we have been monitoring the satellite of it. If you look on satellite, you can actually see that this cloud, all this cloud and this precip above us, it is a part of Hilary. It's the far northern fringes of it, but it's getting there. So technically, not technically speaking, realistically speaking, we do have Hilary to thank for everything that's happened today, including that flash flood that Reed got near Ocotillo, I think. From what I heard, it sounded like at one point it was pretty significant.
There's a river that goes in there.
Okay. Sweet. So there's potential we could see more flooding up here if that water did fall in a short enough amount of time and over ground that either was steep sloped or already saturated or both.
Misty, nice to see you and hear from Utah.
Welcome in, welcome in. So we're going to be heading north on State Route 111 towards Slab City. Now we're going to be going into town. We're probably going to try and stay on the highway because it eventually leads to our target area for the evening.
Nebraska, I don't think you'll be impacted by this.
Really, you're a little far. Excuse me. I'm seeing mountains in the distance, which is a good sign. When searching for flash floods, you're going to want that uneven sloped terrain. You don't get it on flat ground like this.
Bakersfield, yes, you will get. What do you want to know?
I had my physics lab TA reach out to me yesterday. She's in Bakersfield. She was just like, "What? Like, what can you tell me?" Go. Okay. I'd say probably the biggest concern is because they're surrounded by a lot of higher terrain. I'm pretty sure in Bakersfield.
Right. Bakersfield's main concern is going to be primarily tomorrow afternoon through all the way through tomorrow night. But there will still be chances for stuff later on this evening into the overnight as well. There's also, like DL just mentioned, there's terrain around there, so concerned about water flowing down the terrain. Any water? No, I don't think there's any water in there yet.
Yeah, there was a significant amount of water in that, but I don't know if that was there before. That's the problem, is I don't know what's normal.
Right. Idaho, yes, you'll get your rain and impacts. I think they already have
Careful, the access road to slabs might be flooded. That's ideally what we're trying to find out whether or not it is. The real question is, what is service like up here? We're hoping good, but of course there's no guarantees.
Let's see. I was looking for Idaho, I think, right?
Yes.
Yeah, there is you could get rain again and feel impacts as early as tomorrow up there with moisture streaming, but I think you'll largely see your more wetter day be on Monday.
Yeah, we do have all three carriers on different phones. We don't have a bell box, unfortunately. Not yet, anyway. Our actual dedicated streaming phone is on the Verizon Unlimited. And there's too many cars I can't pass. I've got T-Mobile and Garrett's got AT&T.
No.
We'll scope it out. If it looks sketchy, we'll turn around. Hey, Jenna from Australia, or Gina, I'm not sure how to say that. So we're moving through Calipatria. We're about 12 miles away from Slab City. My plan was never to go all the way in town, but then somebody said that the access road may be flooded. So now that's piquing my interest a little bit.
Okay, band.
Everyone is taking their sweet time. Just trying to get through town here, up to where some of those heavier rainfall amounts supposedly did fall. Again, radar indicated some, not a whole lot. Y'all been to Slab City? I have not, no. I haven't been to any of these areas.
I just was just curious to see what the actual.
I had no idea. I just saw the name on the map next to where that heavy rainfall was, and I hit go. That is a good tip, Stimpy. Thank you, Lauren. Sorry, Streamlabs detected you as spam. We'll be streaming longer than usual. Not tonight, but tomorrow we will be. We're going to get an early start tomorrow, which means we'll probably be ending early tonight. So we can get to bed early and get up early in the morning.
Do you think Death Valley will see rain?
Yes, big time. I think they're closing off part of it already preemptively, or they're thinking about it. Death Valley, on some graphics that I saw, has been marked for having the most significant rainfall in terms of yearly totals. They could see nearly 3 times their yearly total within a couple days. Ruben good. We're headed towards Slab City. Slab City is weird. Level 4 prison and lovely. I just drove by a prison town.
Just now?
Yeah. That town we were in before, I guess.
Oh. I was too busy doing research.
Yeah, I'm curious too, Terry. Because somebody mentioned flooded roads. Which now has got me curious. Whoever said no rain, no wind. I'm aware. We're in between rain shields right now, or rain blobs, if you want to call them that. Part of those outer bands associated with Hurricane Hilary. That's what we were dealing with earlier. It was raining consistently there for a while. Not super, super heavy, but enough to cause localized flooding. We did see that about 45 minutes to an hour ago. Now we're headed to up near Slab City. I guess everyone's telling me not to go there, but I kind of want to. YouTube Slab City. Okay. Slab City documentary. Oh. You know what? I have heard of this place. Yeah, we're not going. Never mind. I remember. Okay. I was sitting here thinking. I was like, I feel like I've heard of that before, but I don't know why. I saw a YouTube short about it once. Yeah. Okay. We're not going there. I didn't. I was thinking. I was like, that name sounds so familiar. Not just because I just looked at it. Well, we'll hope to see any. Do you think is there any washes or anything that cross?
Well, yeah.
111.
Well, there's that one river.
Okay.
Apparently they're I don't know where they're. He didn't mention where this was, but cavalry advising evacuation. Places. There's a bunch of sheriffs going around.
Oh wow. Probably up in the higher terrains out here somewhere. There goes one.
What?
Sheriff. Yeah, he's flying. But I do want to say a huge thank you to everyone's support today. It means a lot. It's very, very helpful. Glad that a lot of people are aware of this storm. Obviously, the larger numbers are reflecting that. I think a lot of other chasers and news outlets and everybody is doing a great job of spreading the word about this storm. We just happen to be already here because we're a local team. We're based out of Central Arizona, so we didn't have far to go at all. I apologize, old believer. It's just to avoid having the comments turn into a big debate. It's not that we're against it. It's just to try to keep peace.
Southwest Utah, yeah, there's been a lot of. There was a bunch of storms up there yesterday that was unexpected. Or I mean, as frequent as they were yesterday. The models are very inconsistent showing that yesterday. No, what I meant, like, the rain there wasn't unexpected. It was just, ooh, that was close. Just how much, like, the coverage of it last night. That was, there. It was showing like scattered storms, but not in widespread little, like, as much as they were last night. Also in Northwest AZ and in southeastern Nevada. The Weather Service even had that to say. They were kind of surprised by it. But that's what you get when the models are inconsistent. Something surprises you sometimes. What's the plan for hurricane coming ashore?
I doubt we're going to be... I mean, if something changes and we need to rush back down to the coast to be there, if it somehow decides to make landfall in California, but it's a very, very slim chance of that happening now. So
as a hurricane?
Just, I mean, it making landfall in California. Period. I figured it'd make landfall in Mexico.
Oh, you mean... well, I mean, it can make it... No, I mean, it's first landfall, sure, but I mean... It can have two landfalls, can it? Oh, wait. Well, never mind. It's not going back out. It's not going back out to sea. Yeah, no. Right. Good point.
Yeah, I was sitting there like...
Yeah, I had a big brain moment.
No, we're not. I realized as soon as I looked it up why I remembered that name. So
we just passed it. It's over there.
Yeah, it's up in there.
And we passed the river.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
What?
It was over the interstate back there.
How far back? Were you not going to say anything?
I just noticed. I didn't even...
Is there anything else for that? It wouldn't have been that far down, would it have? Well, no, I guess the precip was that far.
I mean, I guess you can go right here.
Damn.
You can go right here if you want. You can take this.
Okay.
The river does cross right here.
All right.
Well, it's just go up to Davis Road is the road that you want.
All right. 13 miles.
I didn't even notice.
That's your job, is to notice.
Well, I just didn't see any I didn't see any body of water, so I didn't assume.
I didn't either. That's how I was just like,
I didn't
what
assume.
river did we even cross?
I didn't even notice.
Yeah, guys, this is what happens when you chase in an area you're not familiar with.
Who's speechless? Yeah, the sea is. I think it's right on the other side of.
Yeah, it's out there. Pavement ends. Oh, cool. If it's the kind of dirt that it has been, I may just turn around and take that pavement back there.
I was gonna say it's 6 miles down here. It's closer.
Definitely not dry. Yeah, I'm sliding in four-wheel drive on all-terrain tires. So. Yeah, dude, this is like slush, but dirt version.
This is Farm Road.
Yeah, you know what?
I would rather not.
I'm not gonna do that because I'm going 20 miles an hour and I'm destroying their road and I'm not even trying to. So I'm not gonna be that guy any longer. I was that guy for half a mile.
Oh, there is a shortcut there. Well, actually, no, there's not. Well, yeah, there is actually.
We'll just take the pavement. That's all right.
No, there is. It's right here. You don't have to go all the way back down to where it crosses here. You can go right here. It comes right through here.
Oh, Sinclair Road.
Yeah.
Gosh dang it. I can't get traction in four-wheel drive on all terrains. I think this is the worst bit right here. Yeah, no problem, Blossom. Thank you for your super chat. Sorry, I just saw that. I was. We were trying to get to what looks like a river feeding into the Salton Sea. I'm trying to see if that's flowing because there was water, not water, there was what looked to be heavy rainfall upstream. But we're going to see if that's there. If not, then I'm going to stop and I'm going to change the title and stuff for our drive.
Wait, where was the heavy rain at again? You gotta be right.
It was near Slab City.
Was it north
of Slab City? I think so. I mean, can you not look at storm total? That's probably the best way to find out.
Oh yeah, it was definitely north.
So you don't think it's in here?
Well, I'm trying to find out because I want to see where this would have came in from. Well, actually, there's actually a few better points up north. I just saw that. These right here.
Oh, okay. Alright.
That run down from up here, that come down here and go like this.
Okay, I got you. Alright. Heading north for real this time.
Yeah, you can kind of see where the heavier rain was because that's what the low-hanging cloud is.
Yep. That's what I figured was up on that terrain. If it came down the terrain, then it may be in business. Okay, so further north and west on this Highway 111, looking at storm total precip, it does look like it's possible that there is flash flooding occurring up there. I mean, maybe too late, we'll see. Note, thank you all so much again. We've officially gotten 1,000 new subscribers today, so it's great to see all you guys here. We hope to see all you guys tomorrow during our live coverage of the real event. As I've said many times during today's stream, today is the day before the day, where a lot of people are still arriving into town here. We're headed that direction. Thank you, Victor.
If you guys don't go check out the mud pot, or you're blowing in big time. I'm really. Huh? What?
So I'm saying, what was that? Or what is
What,
that?
sand wash?
No, what's the mud pot?
I don't know.
Slab's got some runoff today. Yeah, well, we decided we didn't want to go up there. I did not mean to do that. I haven't been on these roads before, but looking at it, I didn't think it was going to be that bad. But that's why I decided to turn around. I was like, you know what, I'm not going to do this to this road. Because I looked in my rearview mirror, I was like, I'm literally driving normally, going like 15, and I'm tearing the road up. So, Jill, the plan now is to head up State Route 111. There's a couple other washes that look like they cross the road heading into Salton Sea off of this higher terrain to the right.
We're crossing them, so there's nothing in them. And
we're crossing them right now.
Yep. There's one right up. There's one right here. There's one right here.
Dry. Okay, well, never mind. We're crossing them right now, and I'm not seeing much. So.
And also, some of this rain possibly fell on the other side of the mountain.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So it's going on the other side, so it's going on 10. It's going under 10 on the other side.
Yeah, that was dry too. Yeah, okay.
We could always check on that. You know, where we get out. Well, it depends on where this takes us.
Yeah.
You know.
Do I know where what takes us?
Or it depends.
111?
No, yes.
Oh, it takes us.
It takes us to
towards. It takes us to. Well, it takes us to 86, which then takes us to Palm Springs, and I think Palm Springs is our entrance to 10.
Oh, I see.
So that's far ways to backtrack. I mean, we could do that, but my hesitation is if we're talking about getting up at 2 a.m. I'd like to be able to at least sleep like 3 or 4 hours, given how long tomorrow's going to be.
Right. No, I know.
Clay wash. That's dry as well. Okay. Well, I'll stop. We're not going to end the stream, but I am going to change the title.
Trey, yes, we cover snowstorms, yes.
We cover pretty much everything that there is to cover, usually. Or at least what we can. Be prepared to stop. Okay. All vehicles must stop ahead. What's going on? Oh, it's just use logo. Oh, this is one of those checkpoints.
Up here?
Well, 111 leads to the Mexican border.
Oh, right.
Is it closed? Okay, it's closed.
Yeah, okay. Just kind of confused.
Yep. Okay, well. Now that I can...
Oh, just go. I'll change it.
Okay.
Huh?
You just sound frustrated.
Not about that.
Then what? Yeah, we are. That's where we're headed.
I think he's complaining about our commitment to seeing mud pods. I never seen mud pods. I didn't know they existed on that sea, to be honest.
Hey DJ, good to see you. Discussing Hurricane Hilary / heading to intercept point or something like that. Discussing. Saying the same thing twice there.
Light discussion, talking about.
Full discussion and talking about being the same thing. And then you can delete that end portion. Why? Well, maybe not.
Yeah, no. Back to that one I made last night. You just scroll down, it's down there in that same section. That's that most recent one right there. So this one?
Yeah. We're pretty close to Palm Springs. We're not very far away. So.
What do you have it set to?
Palm Springs.
4 an hour, 6 minutes?
Yeah, but that's not far. She's talking about, she told us to call ahead and let them know we're getting a late check-in. But I mean, we're not even getting
Bushi.
Jill in chat. What do you mean you're not close? I don't know what everyone is freaking out about. We are 64 miles away from Palm Springs. We're kind of on the northern fringes of the storm. It's not close to actually being here yet. That'll come tomorrow evening. Tomorrow morning we'll start to feel the real effects of it. And it's not for research purposes. It's just to capture it. Yeah, we've got people from all over in here, Marie. Watching from Illinois. Welcome in, Roger.
Right there.
So if that flooding really does get that bad, this road could have some flooding on its low-lying areas.
Right. Yeah, no problem, Susan.
But the floor is open pretty much for any discussion or concerns about Hilary. Unless we come across another flash flow, we're pretty much just getting in position for tomorrow now, where we think is a good spot to start at. Of course, every chaser is probably going to have a different opinion.
Yes, we drive in the dirt.
City washout. Correct, AZ Dodge, we're not. There's plenty of little washes in here.
Yeah, I feel the same way, Planet Char.
Could very well be that all these little dips could have water flowing through them. These are all washes. Flash flood area next 5 miles. Look in the know. What?
Read that come.
It's probably gone now.
You can see it, can't you?
Yeah, sorry, I'm just a little bit distracted. Yeah, thank you for hiding that. Good lord, man. Whoa, that was actual water. I didn't think there was that much water there. Okay, so there is flooding here. We did technically find it.
So I guess it came on the northern ones. The far northern peripherals.
Why is everyone talking about San Diego? I'm thinking South Dakota. So I'm just like, why is everyone talking about South Dakota today? Some of these you can tell at one point they were flowing.
How bad do we think that the storm was gonna? I mean, the flooding impacts could be. Oh, okay.
Oh, we're good.
The flooding impacts are what's the most concerning thing about the storm. I mean, upwards of double-digit rainfall in spots in the mountains are possible. What's that peak that I mentioned that I told you earlier north of Palm Springs?
Big Bear.
No, not the peak.
I don't remember that.
Beth, there won't be any storm surge with this one. At least no forecasted storm surge. The waves will be quite high, and beach erosion will more than likely occur. But the National Hurricane Center does not project much storm surge to happen. Yes, it's time to refill the Colorado, yes.
Yeah, a lot of these washes were flowing today. Likely during that morning heavier precipitation that came through while we were still asleep. The heaviest portion of the precip today was actually between like 4 and 6:30 in the morning. Given that we didn't get to our hotel last night until almost 2, I was not about to get up at 4.
No wind and rain in San Diego yet. There's rain coming. And some wind.
Yeah, it'll get there, just give it some time.
Why Palm Springs? Well, because we're choosing it's not going to make landfall on the San Diego coast, the flooding impacts are going to be largely inland. At least that's where some of the higher rainfall totals are projected to be. Bring some supplies. Maybe bring some pens.
That's about what you mean, supplies.
Like, are you talking about like water and like fog coming up?
I'm gonna stock up on food and water and stuff wherever we stop tonight.
Yeah, we had a glitch spot, but we were switching cell towers.
Honestly, guys, I'm amazed we've had as good a service on this road as we have.
Vegas is supposed to get upwards of 15 inches, and some saying up to 20 inches of rain?
Oh, I don't think so. Not 20 inches of rain in Vegas.
I've seen about 2 to 4 inches of rain in Vegas. And with locally higher amounts, but
15 to 20 could be like the highest that some model runs are predicting anywhere.
that's in the mountains down here in southeast Cali. Well, southeast and eastern California. Our location is in the bottom left-hand side of the screen.
I believe that's current. I'll check my app, make sure it's...
I believe it is. I think I saw that on the map.
Consider this: we're driving to our target area for tomorrow, where we plan to set up.
The hurricane is current. I can give you a current location here in a minute. At least from the updated advisory from the National Hurricane Center. Also just got a new advisory here shortly from the National Hurricane Center.
Okay.
It is now a 90-mile-an-hour storm, so it's a Cat 1.
She's weakened to a Category 1.
Still could make, actually, well, I missed this portion, but there's a little tip of Baja that could get hit as a hurricane. It'll be right there.
Okay.
If that does make landfall right there, that'll be the first, and then make the second landfall actually up here.
Oh, so they got it going further west again?
No.
I'm lost then.
Why would it be further west?
Never mind. I'm saying I don't understand what you're talking about 2 landfalls for.
Right here. 1, 2. 1, 2.
Okay, I must just not be understanding how Baja California is built then. But I figure once it hits it once, that's it.
Well, it would be these.
Oh, that's what you're considering? Oh yeah, I don't know how I was supposed to see that on that other map.
Right, and then it would come up here.
Okay. Well, yeah, that makes sense, but I had no idea Baja California looked like that.
Now, it's hard to see this because it's in red.
Okay, yeah, no, I would have never been able to make that out.
Oh, that's why when you said westward, I was like,
Well, because you said 2 landfalls, I thought you were talking about Baja California and then actual California stuff.
oh. This track is actually very nicely, like, aligned to the point where, like you know it's gonna go, like, it's not like, you know, it's not growing.
Right.
It's very defined. It's like, okay, everything says it's gonna go right here.
Right. It still haven't making landfalls tropical storm, or not landfall, but coming into California as tropical storm.
Yes.
Okay. If the path moves west, Elliott will get more rain. Technically speaking, probably.
Probably, yeah.
But I doubt it's going to shift much. The newest National Hurricane Center graphic does not give a whole lot of margin of movement. They've got it pretty locked down as to what they think is going to happen. Which is good news, is that way people can be more sure in what they need to prepare for in regards to where they're at. Sounds good. Jefferson, that is true. All these areas could use rain. It's just, I don't think they're going to be able to use a ton of it given how much is going to come down in such a short period of time. With this terrain out here, it's just Yeah, but that is also something of concern with severe erosion from excess runoff. Landslides, sinkholes, it all can happen. That's true, you do get the smaller amounts, Max. It's more so the very large amounts in a short amount of time, as we've been saying. If you happen to be just joining in, welcome to the stream. We're currently headed towards the Palm Desert area. We think that is a good spot to sit and prepare for Hilary to make her approach.
Oh shoot! There was a tornado report today.
Really? Where at?
Fresno.
Oh, okay. So we wouldn't have been there.
Way up north. The remark is a short-lived tornado report on the ground near the intersection of North Temperance Ave and East Belmont Ave, and there are damage reports.
Oh wow! So there was
all around here.
There was a tornado. And that's a Clovis.
Fresno.
Oh, but right there, that's a Clovis.
Yeah.
The Clovis curse. That's crazy. Apparently confirmed tornado on the east side of Fresno today. But anyways, we were out looking for flash flooding. We did find some minor flooding, although I think the biggest flood of the day was likely the one near Ocotillo, California, much to our southwest now. And obviously over the border, I'm sure there was plenty. Looking at estimated rainfall totals, they're a lot higher south of the border, but we did not want to have to go down there. But now we're pretty much just leaving this open for discussion until we get to where we need to get to, and we're going to be preparing, stocking up on food and water and such. And tomorrow, unless models indicate otherwise for some reason, tomorrow will likely be an early start. What was the timing on that newest graphic today? What did they have for?
They have 6 p.m. Sunday
6
being
p.m. It's already
up there.
Okay.
So probably between 4 and 5 it coming in.
Okay. So yeah, mid to late afternoon Sunday, they're talking about it already being over California as a tropical storm. So
hey, we know where that is.
oh yeah. Oh, he's at the okay, yeah. The quarters. Nice. He's on our turf. Yeah, it'll probably be pretty bad. It could get pretty bad gigahertz. Be ending the stream slightly early just for privacy reasons, but for the next half an hour, 35 minutes, it's open for discussion, questions, concerns, anything like that. we're rolling through someplace. Mecca is where we're going through right now. Mom life. No problem, Blue Cube. We haven't done a whole lot yet. Our main efforts will be tomorrow. So everybody make sure you're subscribed with those notifications on so you don't miss when we go live. We will be going live early, and we should be live throughout the entire day. They certainly could see landslides, Lady Jane, even without fires, but burn scars could aid in those debris plugs being more significant. Debris plugs being, you know, the large rocks and, you know, charred debris, or even just normal vegetation that's fallen or just gets uprooted and washed away. All that stuff. With those significant flash floods, you'll get a lot of that debris being pushed out ahead of it. From what I've seen, it'd be awesome to witness, but at the same time, it's very destructive. So it's kind of like tornadoes. You hope to see it, but just, you know, right place, right time, you know what I mean? Fair point, Ian.
Well, take extra precaution, especially if you live in those fire scars, the evacuation zones. Those could be definitely prone to flooding, just as easy as desert areas.
Yep. Definitely. Joel, thank you for your Cash App donation. Sorry, I just now saw that.
I'm getting evacuation warnings near Big Bear areas.
There's flooding right there.
Oh, there was flooding. Oh, this is all pre, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, Big Bear. Yeah, that's another area I thought about going.
Well, that's all full of water in there.
Oh, $4.99.
Oh, actually, you know, that's not bad. Did you want to stop?
Huh?
Did you want to stop?
I'll look. We might be able to find a few of those around.
I think tomorrow, though, we shouldn't play that game of like, well, let's wait until we find a cheaper one. Just fill up whenever we get the opportunity. Sorry, I was just updating that tracker there. Back to chat. This was like east. Does that smell like food to you?
I guess I can see where you get that from.
That's nice out. New windows. Yeah, I would definitely describe right now as being the calm before the storm. Certainly has that feel to it.
Now that is not east.
Oh, there's something burning.
That does. That one does, yes.
You all are great. We're just trying to do good out here, Delma. Trying to do good and make a living. But yeah, we might be a little crazy. Yesterday, 50 power poles fell down on Old Highway 86. You talking about Highway 86 like in Arizona? Or is there an Old Highway 86 here?
I don't even know there was 50 power poles on 86.
There's that section in between Cells and Tucson. There's some, and then there's a bunch in Cells. Thank you, Tiffany, for your super chat. Delma, we've been doing this. We've been doing storm chasing together for a little over a year. This will be, I mean, what is this, 2023?
Yeah.
This is my third season out chasing. But I mean, both of us have gone on little chases here and there. I chased consistently for about a month in 2021 on my own. But doing this as a business, full scale like we're doing now, a little over a year. Headed towards the Palm Desert area. We were just driving along that on Highway 111. Cynthia, thank you for your super chat. What thoughts are you thinking about to be at higher elevations in event of flash flooding potential? I mean, I've done some scouting. I'll certainly have to do more tonight. Pretty much my thought is to avoid areas that could be obvious flash flood prone, like to be directly in harm's way. I'd probably choose to avoid that, just given the potential severity of the situation. I mean, there's no point to stick to high ground the entire time, because then we're not going to see any flash flooding, because that happens in the low-lying areas. So just about finding the even balance, I think. All right, thanks, Don. Screenshot of that. I'm going to save that for tomorrow. Yes, Chabby, they do an awesome job. Happens if you live in a mobile home in the middle of nowhere.
So yes, if you live in Arizona. Yes.
Huh?
Someone said say yes if you live in AZ.
Yes, part of the time. Thanks, Delma. Hopefully we can be a mobile beach camp tomorrow. Nathan, thank you for your Cash App donation. Appreciate that.
Newsom just declared state of emergency. That's the California government.
Oh, he declared it ahead of time?
Yeah, I guess so. Do you have a source, Tessa, for that? I'm sure he did, but I want to...
Yeah, make sure before we...
Usually we have people who tag information, like, usually we have them source.
Just like high school, cite your sources.
Alexander said he did too.
You get that? Did you get that sign? What's this out for? King. Good? Did you get that?
Yeah.
It took me a second. I was like, wait a minute.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Tessa. Well, no. I'm sure he did issue it. I just, usually, well, actually, you guys can't do that. I'll go ahead and do it, I guess.
By many sources. Okay.
Yeah, it is. Okay, I see.
Awesome. Oswald Warren going off Mount Charleston and Cold Creek, Nevada.
Oh, yeah. I did see them mention something about that there could be like 10 inches of rain up there tomorrow. Mount Charleston. I mean, I hope to see none, but I know we're probably going to see a few. How many state of flash flood emergencies?
Yeah. There definitely will be. Just want you guys to know, I am going to be using some of the, or a decent portion of your guys' direct donations today to stock up on food and, or stock up on water and non-perishable food items to keep with us, not only for ourselves in case of emergency, but also for anyone else who may need them. So your guys' donations are going to a good cause. That is not just us, because your guys' generosity has been so great today. Now that we're able to, I'd like to pay it forward. Heading to the Palm Desert area, Austin. The government says be scared. What are you switching?
No, you're good.
In big. Where's too expensive? Yeah, they are charmed. Probably keep you guys on here for another 15 minutes or so, and then once we find our stopping point, obviously I want to keep that private, so
El Centro we'll get some good wind and a good amount of rain. They had some rain earlier today. I mean, that's where we were earlier.
yeah, there was some localized flooding, and some of the washes were obviously pretty full, but I'm sure nothing compared to what could potentially happen tomorrow.
I do see some of you guys talking about football in here. That's, I mean, Also, just don't forget it's also preseason. So even if a team looks bad, that's not always how they're going to look in the regular season.
Everybody, real quick, I need everyone in our live stream right now to do us a favor. Just so you guys can stay aware with all the updates that we post. We tend to post updates on all of our social medias and stuff before we chase any day, but especially tomorrow. We're going to try to be all over that. So do me a favor, take a look in the description. Follow both Garrett and I on all of our social medias. Twitter, Instagram, and Threads are all down there. Our Facebook page is down there as well as our Discord server. Updates get posted to all of those locations every time we chase, but especially tomorrow, and anything major we come across, given that we have good enough service, we'll be posting updates to, I guess it's not Twitter now, it's X. I'll be posting updates to X. I miss when it was called Twitter. Thank you. Upside app gives you rebates on gas. We do use Upside, but thank you for the suggestion. Upside is pretty good. They used to have a lot better discounts, it seemed like, last year. But some's better than none. Especially out here. You take anything you can get back. Alexander, thank you for your super chat. What's up?
But he may, he may be going.
Could be, but I don't know why you go all the way down, just have to come back up again.
I guess maybe to be 20 miles off from the coast when it comes in, kind
Could be.
of. Yeah, I thought about that, but I mean,
we could still make that adjustment if we get up and start chasing at 3 a.m. and it's supposed to make landfall, quote unquote, at 5 p.m.
well, let's just say we're not crazy amount of time away from there. We're really not far.
No, that's what I'm saying. We can backtrack, assuming roads are open. That's the biggest concern there.
Right. Well, we'll be visiting Ventura County. I would say that our course of action is going to start at least in San Bernardino County, and then we'll be making our adjustments to there as the day goes on. I think, if I remember correctly, that's on the coast. Maybe I'm not. It is on the coast. More than likely not. That's too far west.
$2,300 likes. You guys have blown our previous record out of the water. And while we appreciate that, the real satisfying thing again is just seeing how much awareness there is of the fact that this is happening. It's a good thing.
Well, we're waving to you, Charlene, in 29 Palms.
Waving somewhere. Certainly could be, Dodgers fan. We're heading in from Arizona, Caitlin. We're a storm chase team based out of Central Arizona. Welcome in, Georgia. Any updates for Arizona? Southwest Arizona, including Yuma, is in a 2% tornado risk tomorrow. Also, could see some significant flooding. I think the best severe potential is in Arizona still. Earlier runs depicted very high or relatively high storm relative helicity values, which could possibly aid in supercell type storms, given the existing rotation thanks to Hilary making her way in. The majority of Arizona, if not all of Arizona, has the potential to see precipitation, but the further west you go, the higher your chances. Unfortunately, also the higher your chances of flooding as well. But Southwest AZ, be on the lookout for that tornado potential too. I know if it happens, it's going to catch a lot of people off guard. So, if you have anything to add to that, I'm sure I missed quite a bit. They were asking about Arizona tomorrow.
Tomorrow is interesting forecast for AZ. There's the 2% in the western part, and then there's also the sporadic damaging wind threat potential. I mean, that's not just AZ, but a good chunk of pretty much from Phoenix to Flagstaff and points are down to Tucson and points west are all in a marginal risk. I mean, damaging winds potentially with some of the storms in the afternoon. There is potential for storms to show up tomorrow. Models are unclear on what location some of the storms will be in. Whether Phoenix will get hit tomorrow or not, that's another question. But it's nice, I guess, to see that if they have an 80% chance of rain, according to the Weather Service, in some spots down there, 80 to 70, some spots 60, so that's pretty high. Hopefully it happens. Sky Harbor needs rain bad. So, hopefully the airport gets a soaker tomorrow.
Yes, definitely. Guys, we're getting pretty close to our stopping point here, so anybody's got any last questions or anything, put them in the chat now. We're going to be closing down the stream here in about 3 or 4 minutes, just for privacy's sake. But everybody make sure that they are subscribed with notifications on for all-day coverage of Tropical Storm Hilary, or what will be Tropical Storm Hilary, tomorrow morning through tomorrow night. Safe to fly. I don't really know plane regulations, even though I go to an aeronautical university. Not really my area of expertise, but I'm going to guess probably not. Storm surge does not look to be a threat with this one. It hasn't been noted in anything. Waves certainly could be some large swells, but I don't think storm surge is going to be a problem. Awesome. Great to hear, Jeffrey. San Bernardino, Redlands area. Did we go over San Bernardino?
No, we did not yet.
Okay. It's good that they're taking it seriously, and that you got a refund, LH. Just came from Evan Freiberg. Oh, is he live too?
I will check on
Oh, nice. Oh, he's got a good audience too.
that. Oh yeah, he does.
Yeah, okay. I forgot he was going back live. I should probably text him and let him know that we're ending. Mesa, Arizona area. You guys hopefully will get some precip out of this thing. Oh, it's only 503 here. We'll be fine. Not much different from that 499.
Oh, look at what he's doing. He's doing like a should like you.
Jesus, it scared me.
Like how he's able to zoom in with that, and just the way he's able to look at it. You know, that's kind of
The 3D?
yeah, it's kind of unique. You know.
Yeah.
Well, that I mean, it has that, but I mean, like, kind of, it looks like he's looking at it from like when he zooms in, he's not looking at it like when you zoom in on a computer. You know how like you're like, you know, it kind of looks like he's looking at it like this for some reason.
Well, that because it's a 3D. You could do that too.
Oh,
That's pretty cool though. Just gotta hear you going. That sounds like a threat, Gerald. I'm just kidding. Yeah, we look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Look forward to seeing everybody tomorrow.
yes. Hopefully, you guys all come back. Tomorrow's gonna be very, very, very busy.
Yeah. The only other question I saw unanswered was the San Bernardino one.
Will the Coachella Valley experience severe flooding?
It's possible. I mean, we just drove through
Yeah.
that area. It just depends where those heaviest bands of precip go through and where are they at their max intensity. That's really what it's going to come down to.
I'm not seeing a lot of water drainage.
Caution. Red light camera ahead.
Nope. Probably.
I'm seeing maybe one per corner.
Red light camera.
Yep. Yeah, we saw the state of emergency. I'll be here. great. Can't wait to see all you guys here. In case anyone's just coming in, we're getting ready to end the stream here in like 60 seconds. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe with notifications on. We're going to be back live here in Southeast California, covering Tropical Storm Hilary throughout its entire process as much as we are able to, starting early tomorrow morning, possibly before sunrise. Actually, probably before sunrise. So, hope to see you guys all there. Hope to see you. Yeah, okay, all right, that came out right. So we're gonna go get stocked up with supplies just in case we need them. Find somewhere to crash for a little bit. We'll see you guys in the morning. Anything you want to?
No, we just want to. Oh, that was I think that was a warning on the screen.
That's good.
Gosh, thank you guys for another great stream. Wonderful to see you guys here. Glad we were able to inform you guys ahead of time of all this stuff. I'm sure you guys have heard of this before from other areas, but it's a little bit different when it hits your area. And we're glad that we have a lot of you guys in here that are from this area, that are being aware of this. And
sorry, I just got to cut you off real quick. I have a few more donations to thank. Lisa and Pamela, thank you guys for your Venmo donations. Kitty, thank you for your Cash App, and Richard, thank you for your PayPal. We appreciate those.
And we again will be live tomorrow. And thank you for all the donations and mods. You guys have done a wonderful job today.
Very much so.
I'm really glad you guys were here. So we shall see you guys tomorrow.
Yep. I just updated that tracker. That is our final amount. You guys beat the goal. We're going to turn around and hopefully do some good with that. So thank you guys. On that note, we'll see y'all tomorrow. Stay safe, stay weather aware, and you guys will be a-okay.
Remember, don't be scared, be aware. I saw someone say that they were scared. You
shouldn't be.
You shouldn't be scared.
Everything.
Just be weather aware.
Yep. We'll catch you guys tomorrow morning. Oh, be on the lookout for a community post as well as a scheduled live stream for tomorrow morning. All right, that's it.
California.